Alright, peace, love, and light, Scorpio. This is just going to be your spirit reading for Cancer season. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me or see more tarot, all of that information is, as always, in the description below. So go ahead and check that out by clicking the title. And while you're there, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. Tip the Tarot Reader. And check out my other platforms under the For More Tarot section. I am going to shuffle up these cards and say a prayer, and then we shall begin. So, dear divine God, our Holy Father, Yahweh, and our angels, thank you for being the highest and the good in our lives, for keeping our heads on straight and straying us away from negativity as best as possible. And thank you to the angels for the assistance that they have brought today and the assistance they'll bring during this reading. Right now, I'm asking that you guys bless and protect this space, as well as the viewers and myself, to ground us in our energy, Lord, so that way we know what messages to receive, and to gift us the keen discernment to know what to do with the knowledge received as well. Please grant us the ability to keep our personal opinion and bias to the side if you so choose, the strength to continue on, and the clarity needed to focus. And anything else that you deem worthy for this reading, please allow us to be the vessels to receive and deliver. Amen. Ashe. All right. So let's see what's going on for Scorpio's spirit in Capricorn season. Okay. You got a follower. I can already tell that off the bat with these cards. You got a follower. You got the Hangman, right? And he's in the reverse. And then you have the Five of Swords. These cards are clarified by Death in the reverse, the King of Cups, and the Knight of Cups with Justice in the reverse. So this Hangman in the reverse is... your soul is having a peak awareness due to this, I believe it is a red robin that I'm seeing perched on it. This Hangman is happy from the download set in. It is... for Scorpio, it is a happiness about a new life that you are about to start. You have the knowledge, you have the understanding, you have the perception that is needed for you to act upon in order for you to begin your new life. And it's this readiness to start. But then we have the Five of Swords here, followed by, which is following it with the betrayal. There's this, your soul is aware that you have to leave a certain expression of yourself in order to acquire a new one. And it's so funny that I'm in a brand new setup, right? Compared to the rest of the readings that I have been doing, it's like you have to change one way of expressing for another way of expressing. And then, of course, clarified by the Death card, which is rebirth here. But you got the King of Cups, Justice, and the Knight of Cups. This Knight of Cups is focused, eyes on the prize. He's not paying attention to the speed that he is going. He's just going. And then you have Justice in the reverse. There's this desire for unfair treatment to the speed and rate that you are going. And this King of Cups means contentment. Contentment to contentment while in a rough stage of life. Hold on, let me take these three out to try to get what's going on here, because I feel like I can't complete it unless I have this third card here. The Queen of Cups wants to say hello. So this is your spirit and your soul. Your soul is in the Queen of Cups energy. Your spirit is in the Five of Swords energy, knowing that it's going to have to leave behind and betray an expression of itself. That it has a loyalty to. Sorry, this may not be an expression, but more so a characteristic. Like a character trait, a moral, a belief, a value, a principle. And then no matter what, you got the Queen of Cups here. So both your King and Queen is in the upright. So there's a relationship forming to that. Which is the acknowledgement of self within rough circumstances. You're beginning to know what it is that you can do based off of the environment that you are in. There's an unfairness. There's an injustice. It's like, for some reason, you don't want to pay attention to the personality type that your energy is carrying. Now that I can see this is what you're ready to leave behind, is the non-acknowledgement of self. Excuse me. And you're rebirthing. This ability to be happy within any circumstances. And then you got the Queen of Cups, which has the Seven of Pentacles, and the Fool card with the Seven of Cups and the Three of Wands. This Queen of Cups is pleasantry. This Queen of Cups is pleasantry. In the traditional tarot, though, the Queen of Cups appears mean. She appears angry. She also is the only one that has her cup covered. Like, she knows she has to protect her energy. She knows she has to contain her energy. She knows that that energy is valuable and is precious to her. This is still the same thing taking place, but it's not open. I mean, it's not closed. It's like this new type of protection is developed. And it's a protection of care. Of, I don't have to cover my cup because I know I won't spill a drop of it. You're no longer wasting time and no longer wasting energy. And that's clarified by this. Seven of Pentacles, investments. And then you have the Fool card. You're only making investments that you trust wholeheartedly in. You're only making investments that you know are pleasing. And you're not caring about the end result of the investment. And this is because of all of the things that you are manifesting in your life. It's because of all of the things that you are manifesting in your life. Well, I can't see the time. We had 10 minutes. Let me speed this show up. It's because all of the things that you are manifesting in your life. Scorpio, Spirit for Capricorn season. See, there goes that Magician with that manifestation. Landing right out on your spirit side. Your spirit is pulling something out. Excuse me. Your spirit is pulling something out of your dreams into your reality. Something that you are passionate about is about to land. And it's going to land right in your spot of manifesting. It's going to land right in your spot of manifesting. Seven of Swords is still what this card is looking at, is deception. Your dreams have nowhere else to land but the place that you manifest them in, because of your defense about them. It's like, for example, you're deflective. So somebody that holds the potential to be the person that you dreamed of, that will get you what you want in your reality, comes to you and you brush it off, you brush them off, or the opportunity that you want comes to you and you brush it off. And you keep on moving with your own life. You're not surrendering to the way that it comes, and your spirit has no choice but to direct it to a certain way. It's like, what I see happening is this cycle of you manifest something, you see it coming, there's a behavior that you have to have in order for it to come. So you debate back and forth between that behavior. The whole time it's coming regardless. It gets here, has to go back into your mind because you rejected its opportunity. And you're back in this cycle of feeling good about yourself. Let me see if that's what comes out. And that's for that. Yeah. So one thing that you have to know, the way that the universe works, the way that Yahweh works, if you are not the person that will take up the idea that has been gifted to you, or the thought that has been gifted to you, if you are not the person that will take it up and work on it and make it come into reality, the universe and Yahweh, they're going to send it to somebody else. And this was happening now. This cycle that you have been on, and this is the tower here. This cycle that you have been on of not acting on your dreams and then allowing those dreams to come in and then walk away from you. And it's like the situation happens where you get this idea, you realize you have to betray a certain personality type of yourself. You feel pleased, you feel okay with yourself, and you don't want to change it. So you manifest it to go another way. The effect of you losing its opportunity, the effect of you putting it off to the side, causes you great turmoil or detriment. And you become pleased with that environment. No matter what this spread right here is telling me, that your spirit is about to walk away from the manifestation, from the dream. You're no longer going to have a desire, a care, or a want, or a have to make this manifestation happen. Your spirit is done. Your spirit is done. And it's because your soul is well pleased within its environment, within its circumstances and situations, and it does not want to move. Your spirit is in receptive mode, and it's enjoying what it receives. I still couldn't decipher this, which was the Four of Swords being on protection about this manifestation. This Page of Swords not knowing the beginning stages of the expression causing deception. Not knowing the beginning stages of the expression causes the deception. You not knowing how to start, when to start, or where to start is the problem. And then you becoming comfortable with your environment in order to trick yourself into being okay with your dreams being lost. This Queen of Swords only has the desire to will something into happening. The Queen of Swords is usually a card that's going to make something happen and make something occur. She's going to do it for sure. And it's because of this uncaringness about your reality. It's because you just simply don't care about your reality. I want to look deeper into this Justice card before we go. We're at 18 minutes. I'm going to look deeper into this Justice card before we go. This is essentially a small Kabbalah, or whatever it is. Sometimes those things be coming out in my readings. This is a small one. This is a deeply small one. Yahweh has given me permission to go ahead and read the Kabbalah for people, but I don't want to step that deep and far and that intricate unless I can simplify it. But we're going to look at this Justice card. We're going to take a deeper look at this Justice card. Your soul is weighed heavy by your own dark emotions that you keep at bay. And darkness to me just means selfishness. Remember, when you are watching a tarot reader, it is about what the tarot reader says, not what you can read on top of it, and not what you interpret. It's about what they interpret. You came to them for their interpretation. So when I say darkness, know that I mean selfishness. You keep your selfishness at bay. You keep your selfishness at bay. And I can see your soul kind of crawling around and about to wither because you have exhausted it. Of its desire to take care of itself. You're about to lose a major piece of yourself. See, the thing is, you're catching tree rot. If you liken yourself onto a tree, you are catching tree rot in one of your branches, which is a character type that can express multiple personalities of that character type, or multiple versions of that character type, however you like to hear that word. You're about to lose a character type that is important and detrimental to the self. If this branch falls off your tree, if you lose this character type, Scorpio, depression will happen and suicidal thoughts will begin. You have to begin to take care of yourself. So I pray that Yahweh removes the desire for this manifestation to happen and implement inside of them the will, wanting, desire, care, love, exception, and allowance for them to take care of themselves. I'm not taking none of those. Well, this is the answer to my prayer. Alright, lifestyle loss. Because you don't need a lifestyle, you need yourself right now in this moment. Okay, Scorpio, pissed. But the way it came out is how you want it. You boxed in. You are boxed in. Oh, okay, don't be mad at me, baby. Do not be mad at me. I don't know how this box operates. Yeah, you're still tricking me. Alright, so you're boxed in, and your box is kind of weird. Your soul is boxed in, and it's really weird. Because this box has a doorway. And it's a doorway that you must come out of. You're inside of a room within your soul. You got the Sun card as its floor and the Strength card as its ceiling. The door is the Queen of Cups in the reverse and the Knight of Cups in the upright. And the backward wall is the Hermit. You are forced into enlightenment. You can no longer run from yourself. And that's what I was picking up with Scorpio before we went down the route of talking about manifestation, is that more so you are becoming enlightened about yourself, your characteristics, your actions, and your particular expressions. I feel like every reading that you go to is going to circle back to your soul and yourself. Whether you're watching readings on YouTube or getting a personal reading or going to Instagram or TikTok or whatever the situation may be, I feel like every single reading that you do for yourself will circle back in on yourself. So you could sit there and you could be like, oh, I want to know about Jim and Bob and Ashley. I want to know if I'm going to be friends. I want to know my future. I want to know my past. I want to know what's to come. You could try to use it for entertainment, but Yahweh and the universe are going to circle it back in on yourself. It's like they're forcing you to see, and it's because in this life, with this understanding, with this consciousness, with your consciousness attached to this type of body, you finally understand. And what you finally understand develops you to have what? What does it develop you to have? What's outside of this gate? Whatever it is that's coming towards you, what does it develop you to have? This is what you've been running from. You've been running so much so that you are boxed in now, and the only way to go is to move forward. And you're still trying to move backward into this non-social state with the Hermit card. You're trying to run from this Three of Swords. The Three of Swords typically is a card of endurance. But in this depiction, we have a spider web. That means networking, connections, you know. It means, it's also a feast, because it's also a plate. That's where, that's where spiders eat, is in their web. Then you got saber swords, which represent violence. Like a heavy amount of violence. And then you have a small, thick knife. This is forming a relationship to yourself that allows for you to protect yourself at any cost. Knowing that you are precious and you must be selfish in order for you to be good in life. I'm not saying be over selfish, but I'm saying be selfish enough for you to be okay at the end of the day. Because a lot of people tend to forget that you have to be okay too. It's like people go selfless, and this world teaches you to be good to another person, but it doesn't allow you to have the thought of being good to the self. It doesn't. So a lot of people are thinking about, you know, oh, let me sacrifice and let me give up and let me sit in my turmoil and sadness and pain and my sorrow in order for this person to have a better experience. And then when they get alone, it's the problem of, oh, what about me? What about me? What about me? What about me? I feel for somebody in particular, your spirit is just so eager and happy about the way that you share and give to other people that it wants that same attention, love, and care back. The pressure to create self-protection has been revealed, and you are in this box. And this box is making you learn how to protect yourself. You got the dreamer personality and the deceiver personality. That is barring the door. Sorry, that is the door to the way out. And the way out is I don't know. I don't know, because I feel like in this position you're planted perfectly and you don't ever need to move. And I feel like you have been boxed in, so that way the plant, the tree, the flower, or whatever you like to call yourself, can grow. The seed that you are needs to grow, and it's in the perfect environment to grow. It has the right amount of sun to produce the right amount of strength, and even in the darkness it still has the right amount of light. The King of Coins and Knave of Coins is out, and we still have this Queen of Swords energy with this Five of Wands. I feel like I don't need to pay attention to this. This is something that does not need to be spoken. So what this box is going to look like in your life is that you cannot escape your emotions. When you ignore them, they're going to yell. When you try to focus on something else, they're going to shine even brighter. When you try to leave out of this box, it's going to call you back. You're in the perfect position in life for you to grow. And it's like Yahweh and the universe do not want you to leave, because in this archetype of yourself, you have the ability to ascend and awaken all the way into the mastery of the whole entire earth and whatever concept it holds. You have the power to be the wisdom that everyone seeks with this understanding. Other than that, your consciousness is going to have to wait a long time, because this embodiment of the self is able to access the full understanding of anything it desires to be wise about. So because Yahweh and the universe do not want this chance to slip by you, they have boxed you in order to awaken the thought and awareness inside of you that this is lucration, this is lucrative, this is valuable. And this can truly help and heal yourself and other people and bring you the money and bring you the dreams of the lifestyle. You can understand how to work this reality to its fullest potential. You are the legit magician, and your soul is aware of this, because whatever you manifest can actually take shape and form. So it stays dreaming in order for it to see the opportunities come its way, but it never takes the opportunities, which is what's pissing Yahweh off, because he's sitting here and he's like, how dare you manifest your dreams to become real, and as soon as you recognize it's coming your way and you can begin to build that, you leave it behind. But it's because you're stuck in love with the fact that you can do it. This is your first time. We had the Fool out, now we got the Magician. And what's unfair to you is that you have to move into the next step, and you can't enjoy this position for the rest of your life. Once you realize that this comes, this position is a position in life that will always stick with you, no matter what. You can live out your dreams and wait for the next time that it comes, when you begin to create another dream within inside of the dreams that you are living. No matter what, you will always see your way to your manifestation occurring. Always. No matter what. No matter what. So I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I really hope that you guys begin to acknowledge that you must start the journey. Or else you will always stay the same. But this is the problem here. Why do we think that staying in an environment that constantly betrays us? Because the betrayal is there. Why do we think that staying in an environment and making ourselves be okay with this environment is a good thing? I want you to look up and investigate spiders. That's what you need to do. When you have a spider spirit totem or a spider soul animal, you can make a home out of any environment that you are in. You can make any environment that you are in home to you, and this is what you're constantly doing. Is making home out of every environment. So Yahweh, I pray. Uni, I pray. I think I fucked that up. So scratch that. Yahweh, I pray that you gift them. Yahweh, I pray that you gift them the ability to I'm at 37 minutes. I pray that you give them the ability to become aware. I pray that you give them the lesson, because this is a life lesson that they must carry with them. I pray that you give them the lesson of when to build a home, when to make an environment home, and where their best space of a home environment is. Because you are a spider trying to live in your web, and that's not what spiders do. They make a nest. They make a nest. And the nest is always in some crevice, some hole, some dark hidden space. They make a nest, and their web is just their dinner plate. You're trying to make your web your home. You gotta, I went through the same lesson because I have a spider soul animal. No, a spider spirit animal, sorry. Well, a spider totem animal, let's just say that. And I kept trying to live in my web. You need to get out of your web, so that way your reality can manifest what it actually needs to manifest. And essentially, the spot that you've been in is the spot that your dreams need to land in. Because your web is designed beautifully. Your life is designed beautifully for whatever you want to manifest to come in. But it cannot, because you're in the way constantly. Judging something. Something that we have to check out with the soul reading. So if you like to book a personal reading with me or see more tarot, and even catch that soul reading, check the link in the description below. Check all the links in the description below. To get there, you press the title and then press the description. And while you're checking those things out, subscribe to this YouTube channel. Check out my other platforms and tip this tarot reader. Peace, love, and light. And as always, be great.